Cool. Hey everyone, my name is Brandon. I am a multimedia artist um, with a focus in motion graphics. I'm based out of New Jersey, and um, here's a bit of some of my work. I like to do different types of motion design. Here we have a text and logo animation. What I really like about design is it's really experimental. It allows me to kind of take different approaches to the same kind of problem. See, I have two different logo animations, completely different like approaches to them, which is something that I really like. One of my biggest inspirations was Cartoon Network and Adult Swim. Growing up, I got sucked up into a lot of those amazing cartoons, and uh, Adult Swim specifically used to have these things called bumps, which you'll see in the video here, and it'll just be like little motion graphics where they'll talk to the audience, and that stuff used to really talk to me as a kid, and I really enjoyed like looking at it, and it kind of helped influence me to go down this field. But um, the thing about it, when I first got into school, I did not go to school for um, college. Well, I didn't go to school for motion design. I went to school for communication, and it was a kind of a rough ride. I didn't really find myself in it, and I kind of wanted to use it as a safety net. So it wasn't too long before I decided to drop out. But before that, I was able to speak to a professor at the time who was in the design field, and he kind of helped enlighten me, brought me under his wing a little bit, and he showed me After Effects. After Effects is where I do a lot of my motion design you guys saw earlier. It was really something that kind of helped shifted my perspective and made me want to go into this field. Um, a lot of that during that time though, I wasn't in school, so it was kind of hard for me trying to figure out whether or not I wanted to go back. Dropping out kind of put me in some debt, but I ended up deciding to go back because I wanted to follow my passion. I wanted to do something that I felt connected to, and that was being in the art and design field. So doing that, I've been able to work on a lot of cool projects throughout school. Here I have a website that I built off an artist that I really admire. His name is Kim Jung Ji. He does all types of crazy illustrations from his mind, and it's insane. Another thing that I started was different ads. I did one for a fake kind of clothing ad, and then one for like a concert ad. This was other stuff that I tried to dabble in. The last thing that I really got into was 3D modeling, and this kind of helped me visualize and tell stories in my design. And this was something that I really liked because I got to make a little ball kind of have a little personality crossing the street. It was definitely something that um, kept me motivated and wanted to learn a lot more. But another thing that I got to work on were like other walk cycles, animation, character rigging, all this type of stuff really just kind of helped push me even further of making like I made the right decision when I did not go to school. So it was something that with each one I felt more and more confident, but there was an underlying kind of feeling that I had at the time. And it was just uncertainty and I guess seeing myself in that space. A lot of the artists and stuff that I'd follow uh, weren't black, and I was kind of confused and concerned if I would be able to make it in the field, if I had the talent, if I was able to, be able to push forward and be a successful artist. But I ended up going to a talk by David, and he is a artist slash illustrator who created a freelance hustle, and he basically had to do a really rough transition during his career from going from working at home to full freelance. Another person is Arthel Isom. He's actually from Jersey, who moved to Japan and started his own animation studio, which was really interesting to me. What I kind of got from those two stories was that um, there is no journey without that struggle. There is no journey without pushing yourself. There's no journey without that uncertainty. And I felt that up until I graduated. And that's when I really got to see and trust the process of me just going through it, pushing through those emotions, pushing through feeling like I can't do this anymore, feeling like I couldn't do it. But one thing I do want to say is that now I am open for different opportunities. I have experience in different mediums and fields. So if you guys are hiring, need any cool projects done, I'm willing to work. You can hit me up on LinkedIn. Um, but I also want to give a big shout out to just everybody here. You guys really make me feel comfortable. You know, it's been something like traveling through this like journey by myself and just kind of finding my way. But now seeing this whole group people together and trying to make a difference really speaks to me. But you guys can follow me. See on LinkedIn, I'm open. Behance is my portfolio page, and then I have Instagram. You guys can follow me there. I do a little bit of drawings and sketches there. But thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I love being here. I love you guys.
I love it here too.